Hi guys, in today's video I want to share my designing process and making process of a very organic raw ring. We're going to be soldering, self-soldering, and I just want to share my ideation, the process and composition with you, and I hope you will enjoy the video. So the first thing that I want to kind of touch on is my process of composition. So I am working here for the first time with sea glass. I've never worked with it before, and I'm now in love. I'm going to be scavenging some more. Here in California, we hopefully have some rock beaches where I can get some sea glass. But anyway, so I am playing with that shape, and now you can see that I'm just swapping different stones around to get to this perfect composition. And whenever I'm doing that, I'm not really holding on too strongly on one idea. I'm pivoting, but also I'm trying not to spend too much time overthinking. So here you can see that I kind of liked this composition with malachite, smoky quartz, clear crystal, and sea glass. So I am using lab raised zircon because I wanted to add a little bling, but I don't like how perfect and perfectly cut the shape of it is. So I'm trying to make it looking more raw by adding more solder around it. You will see it in a minute. But I basically covered most of it on purpose. And here I'm just showing you how I covered malachite to make sure that I will be able to solder. I'm using my favorite liquid flux. Yeah, I highly recommend the brand. I always talk about it. It's great. There's almost no fumes whenever I solder with it. So yeah, now I'm thinking about the base of the ring. So this base of the ring should have something to hold on to, right? I'm going to be attaching a ring. You can see to the right. So I'm making sure my ring has a foot. So I'm adding that copper tape. That was the reason why I placed that copper tape behind that sea glass. But what's great about the tape that I'm using, and if you saw my last video about soldering, you would know that I just discovered copper tape with black backing. And now that's the reason why I'm working with clear parts, because you cannot see that orange stuff peeking through, and I'm really happy. I left all mistakes in this video just to help you guys, because so this is, for instance, you see that I'm soldering and I'm thinking everything's gonna go well, and look what happened. It got unstuck. So this is very common. Sometimes it's because I didn't secure enough of tape. Maybe the temperature was too high. Maybe I didn't degrease the stone. It happens. So don't give up. Try to find better sides. Like if try to find flatter sides for connection. I think that was not a good side to connect these two pieces together. So just, it's okay. You don't get frustrated at soldering. It won't happen as perfect as you plan it to happen. It's sometimes just does what it wants, and you have to adjust and just go with it. So I did the front, and then I did the back. You saw me flipping it and adding a drop, and just to speed the process up, I basically showing you how it's all done. So now we're now working with composition again, but we're also thinking about how is it going to actually stick together. Because whenever you can, always try to attach flat to flat, like flat surfaces onto flat surfaces. The flatter the surface, the better they will adhere to one to another. So on that malachite, I found the flattest side. As you saw me taping it, I found the flattest side, and I taped that so it can sit perfectly on the stained glass. Not stained glass, sea glass, sorry. So I'm still kind of hell bent on adding crystals. So you just saw me adding tape to crystal and then taking it off because I want that crystal. I wanted to add that clear crystal that is top left corner right now for to my ring, but I ended up not doing it. So but sometimes it's good to step away from your original idea, because like, don't stop yourself. It's not a production, it's art. You're creating something unique. It's okay that your original idea will not make it to the end. I didn't think I'm going to be adding malachite at all to this ring, but I'm so glad that I did. So let's go back to the stone real quick. So this is lab raised zircon. I love them. They're extremely shiny. They look like real diamonds or Swarovski crystals. I don't know the difference, but they're not expensive. I love buying them and I love using them sporadically. But the problem with them that they're perfect organic, very jewerly like shape, and I don't like it. I like things to be raw and organic. So I ruin the shape of that tear, the beautiful tear shape, by adding solder. Anyway, so here's I'm showing you how I'm holding a piece in place with a paper towel. That's a no, but I still have not gotten my hands to like heat resistant glove or something. But you guys, if you have a chance, just buy something like that, because these get really hot. Here I need to press and solder, and obviously I can't do it with my bare hands. So I was using a towel, but that's not safe. So try not to do it. Here's I have attached malachite, so that was a success. I used the flattest side and the most beautiful composition in my opinion. Here me still trying to add that crystal because I'm thinking it could look good as a composition. And then playing with a small one, I really wanted to add them, but I ended up not doing that. So then I realized I'm spending too much time thinking, and that's not good when you have a design process going. So another real quick tip for you: whenever you're working in a project, set up a timer. Set up a timer and do not move. Do not get up to drink water. Just stay in the zone for as long as you can. So if you have 30 minutes on the timer, just do it and power through. We are self-sabotaging creatures and we can deviate from our purpose real quick and then doubt ourselves and stop midway. I've been there, so just don't. Anyway, so I attached a zircon and didn't touch it successfully first time. I then remelted it. You saw me remelting it at using higher temperature, and then I placed it back in the better position. Still, it's not really how I envisioned it, but we're working with solder. It's finicky. It does what it wants to do sometimes, so you have to take the best outcome. It's fine. Like the way it turned out, it wasn't what I wanted to be 100%, but it was still okay. Okay, right now we're going to be touching our base. So now I'm looking at composition, how it's going to sit on my hand. So do I want it to be horizontal, like I originally planned my design, or do I want it to be vertical? And obviously we get two looks with one go, right? So this is the horizontal one, this is vertical. We can always rotate vertical, and here's another look. But just once you decide on either or, that's all you have. So I'm still thinking which one I should do, and then I decided on horizontal. So I really like the way sea glass shows through my skin. I love it. It's so mysterious and awesome. Anyway, so that's where that strip of copper gotten really handy. That's the place where we're going to be attaching our soldering ring onto. When you're touching something like that, you have a chance to do it without any gloves because you have a few seconds before it gets really hot. I got lucky, it stuck, but then I realized it wasn't in the right spot. So I had to undo it. And again, by using a lot of higher temperature, you can undo it. And especially if it's not, if you didn't put too much solder yet, you can totally just snatch it off. But here it gotten really hot, so I'm trying to not burn myself and just hold the ring as much as I can using paper towel, which is, again, don't do that. That's not right. So here's the tricky part. Okay, so the most tricky part was actually adding the first point of reference. But for that, I have actually a tip for you, and I'm going to be using it myself. I'm going to stop struggling, and I'm going to be using a tiny drop of hot glue gun just to place ring in place. Like, it's fine. Nobody's going to know. How would they know? They're not going to know. So just add a little bit of glue gun, heat up the glue gun, add a little drop, center your ring. That way it's never going to be crooked. So here's how I'm cleaning it up. we're also not done because I should be actually polishing it, and this is gonna be in one of my upcoming videos. But here's how it turned out. The stone malachite is a little darker because I just washed my ring, and you're supposed to wash rings or anything after working with flux. I washed it with soap and water, and here I'm showing you how awesome and see-through the sea glass is. Overall, I'm really happy. Love my new ring. I hope you guys learned something new, and let me know in the comments if you have any questions, and I will make a video answering them. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.